What is up, my guys? That's me. Was Gunnar from Canada? Gunnar was Canadian. Gunnar was indeed Canadian. This cat is losing a fight with a box. Sir. Oof. I don't know how you let that happen. I really don't. Canada's the best. First is the worst, second is the best. You know what they say. You know that fucking video of the Grinch is so funny to me. I have to play it now. Wait. Okay. That's me. That's me. I can't even explain to you. I want next year I'm gonna be up in that suit and they'll never know. I would make the best fucking Grinch and you know I would too. They might be like, since when did the Grinch sound like a 12-year-old boy? But who gives a fuck? He kind of looks like you. Isn't your whole thing lookism? I'm kind of lost on it. So men are repressed when they're short and ugly, but then like I look like the Grinch. Isn't your whole thing men being discriminated against by Stacey's for being ugly? Isn't that your whole scheme? Isn't that Elliot Rodgers' whole problem? How did you remember that? Because unfortunately, I'm too familiar with you. You're here every time that I'm live. I think you're like my biggest fan at this point. You're a top watcher. Notifications on. You should evaluate that. For somebody who hates Foids, you're still here frequently. You're here frequently. Ain't no way. You are absolutely a top watcher. It's concerning. And the only reason you just went down is because somebody sent a gift. You are a top watcher every time I'm here. Not normal behavior. Thank you for the gift, by the way. Merry Christmas. What's a Foid? I'm employed. Facts. But no, I think if you're a woman who knows what Foid means, you're just like aware of the climate. If you're a man who knows what Foid means, I'm a little scared. Foid, it means female android, because incels and voluntary celibates don't think women are people, so they address us as robots, because they don't think we have feelings and all that shit. F-O-I-D, Foid. It's an incel term for women. They don't think we're people. Yeah. It's really sad, actually. Thank you for the gift. Has one? What do you mean? What do you think the best political ideology would be for America? Get rid of it. Start from scratch. What did Santa get you? That's a good fucking question. I'll let you know when I find out. No, but the problem is, Dylan, they are grown-ass men. They are grown-ass men. And that's what's scary about it. We can't just water it down to, like, you know, because it is unfortunate, but a lot of the people in these forums, they have children. They're divorced. Like, they are grown-ass adults, bro. I've had my, arguments with them. I'm 20. Merry Christmas. I don't know what's going on here. I gotta keep it a buck. Thank you. What's a Stacy? It's basically adjacent to, like, a Chad. A Chad is the peak attractive male according to the male gaze. It's not the female gaze. I don't care what y'all tell me. It's not. So it'd be a man with, like, I guess, a positive canthal tilt, chiseled cheekbones, strong jawline. They want, like, U-Haul type shit set up. I don't really get it. It is for female too. No, I don't know how you're gonna tell women at large what we're attracted to. I really don't, but I'm tired of it. You're wrong. No, it's not incorrect. It's what they think the female gaze is, and they're incorrect. How are you going to tell me what I'm attracted to? Oh, shut up, liar. How are you going to tell me what I'm attracted to? It is, how are you going to tell me what I'm attracted to? Oh, okay, you're not, fucking realistically. You're not. It would also be a man that's, like, considerably tall, typically 6 foot, whatever. A Stacy is the peak woman under a male gaze. So usually, like, big boobs, skinny, long blonde hair, straight hair, small nose, big lips, you know. Her mom is the real star, so go watch my mom. Fuck are you doing here? What? I don't know, they love to tell us what we're attracted to. I say I don't have a height preference, and they're like, liar! Yes, you do! You only want tall men. You want Chad to use and abuse you. You want big, tall, strong men. You would let big, tall, strong man treat you like shit instead of nice, short guy treat you well because you just want a big, tall guy. What was that? What was that? Did you hear that? What was that? Koa? You will not be checking my mom out. You will be checking out of the store. Goodbye. You're not welcome back. You will be greeted with a trespassing cease and desist if you enter the store again. Did nobody fucking hear? That wasn't a cat. That was a dog. That was a dog. I appreciate the gift. He was bitten. Thank you. It is just genetics. I don't bash my face in with a hammer. I don't bone smash or mew. I'm kind of a mouth breather, actually. Just born this way. All I got. I meant her TikTok account. What? Matt, can I ask you a question? If weird, horny dudes online were asking for your mom's page, would you give it to them? No, you'd actually probably be really offended, right? You'd be like, what the fuck? Why do you want to beat off to my mother? Ew, dude, why would you say that? So why is it different when it's me? Because I'm a woman? No, you would never tell a man, hey, dude, let me lust after your mom, give me her at. Like, realistically, and you wouldn't expect it from the guy. What? That's not normal. You don't... Someone tell me what? You are not making a joke, and I can tell. Unfortunately, for everybody here. Y'all gotta lay off my mom, okay? I promise she does not want you. You're giving them the reaction they want. It doesn't take more than 3 seconds to respond to something, and it doesn't mean I'm offended or giving you a reaction. A response is not an emotionally charged reaction. Not all attention is good attention, and if you're prying for a reaction, I think this is more about you than me. It's a live stream, it's a public platform. If you say something, I'm gonna respond to it. That's it. It doesn't mean I'm offended or upset. It's literally just me engaging in a conversation. I don't know why women often are discouraged from responding because we're giving them a reaction and they're rage baiting. No, they're serious, 1. And 2, I'm just allowed to respond. It sounds like you're convincing you and no one else. I don't really care that you feel that way. At the end of the day. I'm already convinced what I need to convince myself for. Well, what? What? The manosphere loves this page, and it's scary, but, they call themselves out. They make a spectacle out of themselves, and I guess that's important to a degree. It is bothersome, though, when men come here and they show their misogyny and they, like, say the quiet part out loud. At large, too, on my page. Jesus. My blocked list is maxed out. There's a limit, and I hit it a long time ago. Merry Christmas. Bro. The minute a man says something horribly misogynistic, men greet it with, oh my god, he's rage baiting and you're just giving him attention. You're just falling for it. You're just falling for the rage bait. No, they're serious. And, like, they get away with it because you give them excuses like that. 99% of the comments are not jokes, and that's called being void of accountability, and it's a big problem. It's a big problem. Do you think all incels are joking? They're not. They're killing people. It's not a joke. Nothing about it is a joke. I don't know what me not responding is going to solve. It's not all men. Oh, but you're one of them. And it's definitely not 50-50 either. But you're one of them, though. Because you're putting your reputation before literal, systemic, and violent misogyny. I can infer you are a bad man. If that is where your priorities lie. It'd always be the dudes who are in my comment sections telling me to get in the kitchen and that I'm a bop and I'm used up and I'm probably fatherless and I'm mid anyway and I'm not all that and pass and they've seen better and 3 out of 10. It's always the horribly misogynistic men in my comment sections body shaming me, just being horrible, that are then like, it's not all men. Like, why do you give a fuck? Because you are realistically one that I'm talking about. So, like, why do you care, you know? What happened to Merry Christmas? Everything. I don't put women down. Oh, but you do when you're screaming not all men in response to women talking about women's issues. Yeah, Merry Christmas to all of you who celebrate. Literally, verbatim, yeah. You literally already did. You said again in response. This is a debate page. And I said this yesterday. I can't think of the best way to articulate it, but I do think it's truly weird when young men do things for attention, quote for quote. They don't actually feel that way, right? They're just doing it or saying it for attention. When men are being racist, homophobic, misogynistic, they shame women. They shame women for how they respond to it. They're like, oh, well, you're feeding into it. You're giving them the reaction they want. They're just rage baiting and you're following it. You're feeding into it. You're fueling the fire, whatever. But when a woman is doing things for attention, they don't shame the men giving her the attention. They shame her. And it's literally just her like wearing a crop top. You don't shame men for attention seeking. You shame women for giving them the attention. But when it comes to the inverse, the common denominator is you shaming women, not shaming attention seekers. And you know that. It's hypocritical all around. Like, all these social and cultural distinctions, the common denominator is just you oppressing women and not an actual, genuine criticism of women's behavior. 9 out of 10 times. And it's ridiculous. You're misogynistic. Can you explain what I've done to perpetuate misogyny? The Pope is opening the gates of hell on Christmas. What the fuck? Are we alright? I'm just saying because I do it when I go live. I get it, but I don't think I'm necessarily giving them the response that they want. Like, it's a debate space, so that's kind of the point, you know? And I don't have to let people up into the guest box if I don't want to right now. I have many times. It used to be my main form of content, that debate style content. I don't have to. I actually get tired after a while of people coming up and just screaming slurs at me. It's not really productive. Oh shit, look who's joined us. No, come say hi, it's too late. I've captured you. Say hello. This is Eden. This one is mine. This is my son. We don't see him horribly often because he's just running around the house. I don't know. He's indoor now. Update though. He's been indoor for about 3 months. Probably 4 realistically. So that's cool. He was outdoor pretty much forever. I got him when I was younger and living with my mother, and she would frequently let him out despite me not wanting her to. And he became an outdoor cat. We moved quite a bit. Then I moved into a little camper, and there was no negotiation of me even wanting to keep him inside. Like, it wasn't gonna happen in a camper. And then I moved here, and I was like, you're an indoor cat now. And he has been since I've been here, because there's more than enough room. And there are 9 cats here. There were 10. There's a lot of, I feel like, stimuli for him in here. It's not always an option to keep them inside, especially depending on what breed they are. I mean, still to this day, if I go outside to open the door, he's right there. It's hard. He's bolted out. It's hard to keep him inside. He's a Maine Coon, Turkish Angora Forest cat mix. So he's like, his ass wants outside, you know? But no, I think it's okay to have outdoor cats depending on where you live. Like, if your cat is neutered, spayed, up to date on vaccines, and you live in a good area, I don't think people should necessarily be discouraged from doing it. But he would get in these zones with being an outdoor cat that was like weird, and his behavior would become aggressive, and I'm like, you're kind of corny. You gotta stop. So now he is indoor because he couldn't handle it. He was like, okay. Yeah, so what did I say that was misogynistic? What's the talking point here? You shamed modest women yesterday saying they dress modestly because they want attention, and that's insane. That's literally objectively not what the fuck I just said. And even if I did say that, that wouldn't necessarily be misogynistic. And I don't think you, with that profile picture, should be lecturing me on what misogyny is. The claim that I made is if men at large want modest women, and men at large want pure women who are abstaining from sex, and who don't wear a lot of makeup, who don't post on social media, how do you figure women are posting on social media and wearing makeup and dressing provocatively? How do you infer we're doing that for your validation if you voice regularly that men at large want modest women who don't do those things? So realistically, if I wanted your validation and if I cared what you thought about me, I would go out of my way not to be characterized as a slut and not to be characterized as a cake face or unnatural. But I don't go out of my way to fit those preconceived notions because I don't care what you think. That's not me shaming women who dress modestly, you know? That's me shaming you for thinking everything we do is catering to you, and how you tried to twist that to make it seem like I was shaming women who dress modestly is stupid as fuck. Because, I mean, objectively, I don't dress immodestly every day. So that would be what? Me shaming myself from time to time? I don't get the argument you're making. It's not a good one. I appreciate the gift. What are you and why? Be quiet, and it's good conversation. Whoa. I just witnessed a scrap. That's crazy. The roach in the corner was just me, guys. Don't worry about it. What are they doing? They're just chasing each other back and forth. Crazy work. Are you a Leo? I can tell. You wanna know what's funny? In 2020, I tried to take myself off the planet, and when I was, like, in the hospital with a lady who was like, why'd you do it? The first thing she said to me was, are you a Leo? I can tell. Oh, did you, like, look at my record? Or, like, she's like, just the way you stand. I was like, girl, I just tried to take myself off the... You know, and I was like, what? No, right. I was sitting there, Hannah Baker. I'm like, you said, Stop me too? That's... I don't know. I'm just a Leo, I guess, through and through. Yeah, I am a Leo. Nope, y'all ate me up. You're correct. Lip combo. I'm currently wearing Victoria's Secret lip gloss, but this one is the Lustrous Mint. Thank you. I don't know. I'm tired of it. Do you have a boyfriend? I have a sassy little guy. I don't know about a boyfriend, but a sassy little guy. I'm not scared to use Maybelline Firework. Did you see my text? Oh, I forget it doesn't go to this phone now. Well, sassy. Well, yes. How little is he? 5'5". I'm surprised Santa didn't take his ass back to the North Pole last night. We're blessed. We're blessed with his presence. I'm gonna pause. Where are you still going? Are we okay? Are you aware that man can be used gender neutrally? Hold on. Are you aware of that? Mankind. Even a lot of the times that, like, the Bible, for instance, or, like, a storybook would, like, reference men, they're talking about society, people. So when you're like, menopause, menstruation, women, it's like grammar, prefix, like, that's how you speak. What? What are you trying to prove? I don't really get it. Nobody's saying it's problematic. That's not the take that's being had here. There's a man just spamming menstruation, menopause, women to try to be like, we are the base of everything, and it's like, no, that's a prefix for like people in society. You didn't eat that at all. There are some great usernames in chat today. There are some great names in here right now. It's fantastic. Merry Christmas. Yeah. What's a good quality men should have? Accountability. The likeness to be able to admit when you are wrong and issue a sincere apology. Realizing not every questioning of your behavior or every criticism is confrontation. Take the chip off your shoulder. Be able to have a civil and appropriate discussion without making it confrontational. Literally, just don't act like a caveman. I don't know. Merry Christmas. Just saying. They will spin that too. It's not accountability. No, it is, babe. Accountability is the likeness to be able to admit when you are wrong and hold yourself accountable for that. It requires self-awareness and empathy to be accountable. No. No. Do you have that same quality? Duh. That was the point, I fear. They, she isn't a thing, you just crave attention. If the majority of the attention I get from having pronouns on my profile and having a specific preference is negative, then why would I want that attention? You are still in that weird, naive point in your life, which that has nothing to do with age. You're still in that weird, naive point in life where you think that all attention is good attention, and it's not. And I promise not all people, majority of people don't want bad attention. If I'm looking for attention, why would I do things to get bad attention? That's a weird inference to make about me, that I want bad attention. No. So pronouns are a thing. Very basic grammar. Preferred pronouns have existed for a very fucking long time, long before you and I. This generation did not invent pronouns, preferred pronouns. We didn't invent these spaces of grammar. We is a pronoun, you is a pronoun, he, she, they. Like, these are all pronouns, and it's how you fucking speak. And you use them in, like, every sentence. I don't know what to tell you. But you being offended by somebody, it's strange, too. Like, you just want to be confrontational, right? I'm cisgender. I was born female and still identify female, right? I use they, she pronouns. You're still able to call me she, and I'm not requesting you once call me they, and you're still finding ways to be angry. You don't have to call me they. I literally never even asked you to. That's an option for some people to use interchangeably with she. And you're still angry. She and her are both completely fine. And you are still finding ways to be angry. What happened to accountability? You want me to be accountable for having pronouns, Becca? Do you hear yourself? This is sad. Why would I be accountable for that? Who's whining? You're whining about pronouns. In 2024, damn near 2025, you were still bitching about pronouns. They is not two people. You can use they in a gender-neutral way. Here's an example. Let's say I find this wallet here. Oh no, somebody left their wallet here. I'm gonna check for their identification card so I can return it to them. Obviously, it's one person's wallet. Maybe I can find their name on their debit card. What? It's not hard. It's not, and you're referencing one person. Or if somebody is pregnant. Do you have any name ideas for them? Like, I learned that in 2nd grade from Tim and Moby, that they can be used as a singular pronoun. It's not hard. It's literally just a gender neutral word, and some people prefer to be referenced in a gender neutral way. So simple. Who cares? Opinions on neopronouns? It doesn't affect me. The majority of people who have preferred pronouns that are different from the way that they were born, or they have like preferences, they're not screaming at people about it. They're too scared to be like physically harmed for even presenting in a way that is considerably flamboyant. I think if somebody has a preference and they share it, there's nothing wrong with even asking to be referred to with a neopronoun. And if you really don't want to refer to them with that pronoun, you have the option to call them by their name. Y'all very quickly forget that. Yes, people are often fearful in this society to appear as flamboyant or out of the closet. You're not even responding to chat? Okay, you're my number 2 viewer and I just responded to you. So, you want an autograph or what? I don't really know. It doesn't affect me. I don't know why I should tell somebody else how they should identify. It's not my business, you know? I don't see it as something that's hurting anybody. I feel like we have much bigger fish to fry. I really do. We also have the option to call people what they are. Am I not my name? If you don't want to address somebody by their preferred pronoun, you could literally just call them their name. So fucking simple. You have a friend Tim. Your friend Tim comes out as non-binary. They use they, them pronouns. You don't want to address them with they, them pronouns because you don't understand it. You can't get behind it. Just say Tim went to the store. Tim will be back later. So easy. It's not hard at all. Are they not Tim? They are Tim. Why? I think the big problem with a lot of people is going out of your way to try to offend people because you think challenging political correctness is inherently funny. And it's objectively not. That's not how humor works. I feel like you can be offensive and be funny in the same breath, but 9 out of 10 times you're not, and you're just corny. You are the problem. You are offended by pronouns. You are offended by pronouns. Or we're just used to it. Hey, if you are trying to remember somebody had a change of pronouns, I don't think anybody's gonna be mad at you for fucking up every now and then. Nobody's really requesting that much of you. People are just asking you to like understand and empathize and like respect them. Oh, but I have free speech to misgender people if I want to, and they have free speech to like not associate with you or want to be friends with you. That's like their rights too. And you don't understand why that's funny. What happened to accountability, Becca? You're asking me right now to be accountable for having pronouns. You have pronouns, Becca. You have pronouns objectively. I don't know what to tell you. Liberalacy, I'm a leftist, not a liberal. And if you can't make the appropriate distinction between the parties, then maybe you shouldn't talk about politics. That is satanic? How so? We aren't offended by pronouns, we think it's hilarious. You use 2 pronouns in that sentence. You want to play a game where you highlight the pronouns in that sentence? We aren't offended by pronouns. We think it's hilarious. Right. You're so chronically online. It's a chronically online take to say if you don't want to use somebody's preferred pronouns, literally just call them by their first name. It's chronically online to say you shouldn't go out of your way to try to make people feel small or disrespected. It's chronically online to encourage people not to treat challenging political correctness as like inherently funny. That's chronically online. Demanding your own pronouns is strange. It's not. People have been changing their names for a very long time. Even regardless of like gender identity and stuff, people change their name for all kind of reasons. I don't really see a difference between the two things. People are doing things in accordance with things that make them feel more like themselves. Do you think people should have to spend their generously given 80, 90 years on this planet doing things that you want them to do and being miserable just because you don't quite understand it? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Pronouns and name are not the same. Do you know what a noun is? I can't play this game, bro. We are so much further back than I thought we were, and every time I come on here, it's just sad. Person, place, or thing. Okay. I am a person, place, or thing. Julianna, that's me. You could say, she's going to the store, or Julianna is going to the store. Interchangeably. It's the same part of speech. Stereotypical white American women. Your name is Billy. What? Bro took it to a grammatical level. Because that's what it is! That's what pronouns are! Oh, we're cooked. That's what pronouns are. That's how you speak the language. This problem is not only in the USA. I mean, no, I'll say, it is funny to me, though, when, like, white men are, like, white American women, and you're, like, a British white man. Who do you think you are? Dude, fucking take your tea and crumpets and, like... I get to decide a person's pronouns because I'm the observer. That's just objectively not how that works. The world is not your oyster, and we're not just living in it. Like, that's just you having probably narcissistic personality disorder. And nothing is wrong with that, I think, as long as you, like, have it evaluated thoroughly and, like, you are self-aware of your narcissistic traits and you get the treatment you need. I think a lot of you might also be struggling with sociopathy, and I don't think that makes you an inherently bad person. It's what you choose to do with that information. Because I'm telling you right now, going out of your way to offend people because you get, like, enjoyment from absolute stranger's pain, that's not a normal behavior, like, at all. It never will be a normal behavior. If it's sad, why do you do it? I've answered that question 4 times. I don't know why you keep spamming it. You need to reevaluate that. If you can't understand why somebody has preferred pronouns, if you can't understand, if you can't get behind it, then why even associate with people who reference preferred pronouns? Literally just leave them alone. I think, as a collective, we'd all, like, prefer that. You know? Why even associate at that point? Well, it's my free speech to misgender people, and it's my free, and it's everybody's free speech to tell you fucking suck for doing it. Like, what do you? Well, oh, I can't even have free speech anymore. Nobody said you couldn't. We have free speech too, and we're telling you that you sound silly. What do you? You're offended by a nothing burger. It's a non-issue. Who gives a fuck if somebody has preferred pronouns? Mind your business. Sad. I'm wishing a child in your future of 2025. Don't ever say that to me again. That's crazy work. Listen. Maybe like 2030 or something. I'm too young. Thank you. Right? And here's the thing. This is proof that y'all just want to be, like, confrontational. I use both they and she. You can reference me as only she, her, and I don't give a fuck. You don't have to use they. It's an interchangeable thing. I don't care. I don't care. I identify with the gender I was born. Completely. I am a woman. I feel like a woman. I feel in accordance with being a woman. Some people use they interchangeably with she. I not once asked any of you to address me as they, and you're still offended. Why? Why? I not once asked you to address me with gender-neutral pronouns. I didn't request anything from you, and you're still angry. You obviously care. How do you figure? I am just as okay with she as I am they. Like I said 10 times, I don't have a preference. I was born female and still identify female, and I'm not uncomfortable being referred to as a woman or a girl or she or her. Can we call you him? I mean, I wasn't born a him, nor do I identify as a him, so I don't see why you would. It wouldn't really make sense. They is an option. And y'all still got offended by the fact that the option is there. What is a they? Non-binary people are people who prefer to be referenced gender-neutrally. They're not trying to be referenced as multiple people. It's a singular pronoun for somebody who is gender-neutral. How much did your eyebrow piercing hurt? It was actually a 2 out of 10. It didn't hurt at all. But sometimes when I have this conversation, I want to make it hurt. I want to, like, rip it out and just, like, put it in my temple. Can we talk about verbs now? Like, what? We're fucked! Log off and relax. No, my Christmas plans don't start till tomorrow, so world don't revolve around you, you know? They, Juliana, how are you? Well, that's not quite how you would... How do you even get into the topic? Somebody said I use they, she pronouns for attention. And I said, if the majority of attention I get from it is negative, then why would I do it? Not all attention is good attention. Just because you like all attention does not mean I do, and you can't attribute that behavior to me. And then it got into a conversation more or less of whether or not I wanted attention, and just, like, the whole concept of pronouns being stupid to people. I don't know. Right. Blue hair incoming. I used to have blue hair. I looked pretty sexy with blue hair, actually. Can't lie to you. Nope. People of all political affiliations dye their hair and get piercings and tattoos. I mean, dyeing your hair is like a very non-permanent, temporary cosmetic enhancement. Tattoos are pretty permanent, and conservative people love tattoos, even though they're pretty much considered, I feel like, alternative at this point. So why make fun of, like, leftists and, like, the left for dyeing their hair, but, like, you're covered in tattoos, you know? I don't think you guys are capable of forming a coherent thought. Not all of you. There are plenty of great people here. Fantastic. Quite frankly, there are plenty of great people here. No, but there are some people that sometimes I just talk to people and I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Like, on everything, what is wrong with you? I can't tell. Let me know if you find out, because I'm curious. Depop. Dude, Depop's gonna stop doing that. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. I have one pair of Juicy Couture fucking bottoms, and I can't find them anywhere. And I'm kind of mad, because I wanted to bring them. Brett Cooper of the left. That's not... No. Guys. Fuck. At least you guys aren't calling me Ben Shapiro today. It's a step up. It's a step up, I guess. Sometimes something's so funny that I start crying, and it's kind of weird. I don't know. Because I'm not, like, cry laughing, but, like, my ears, hello? My eyes are, like, I don't know. If you get it, you get it. Sometimes something is funny, and I cry. Oh, hey! Don't say that! Don't, community! Whoa! Not supposed to know that I know. Conservative chicks are way better. So go date a conservative chick. So go date a conservative chick. What, you didn't have a chance with me or any other leftist woman, I promise. So, like, go date a conservative chick and leave me out of it. What the fuck? You're all alone. Oh, fuck. I don't want to be all by myself. Damn it! What would I ever do? What are your Christmas plans? Tomorrow I'm flying back to my home state and spending a couple of days there. Do you think being alone is bad? Well, first of all, yeah, right, realistically, being alone is not bad, but I don't consider myself to be a lonely person either. What's the whole beef with cooking with Kaya, bro? Because maybe this is a hot take. Maybe it's a hot take. Maybe it's like, maybe I'm not cooking. Maybe I should get out the kitchen. But, I think people are mad because cooking with Kaya creates more, like, wow, I feel like an 80-year-old. I almost just said racy or risky, unironically. She makes more, like, I guess, provocative content, in more revealing clothing. And a lot of women are mad that their boyfriends are lusting after other women online and watching softcore porn on TikTok, because it's not very monogamous of them. Why not take that up with your fucking weird boyfriend who has brain rot, instead of being mad at her for fitting the beauty standard and capitalizing off of it? Nobody is forcing your man to do that. She's getting paid to make the content she is. Nobody is forcing him to watch it, nor is he capitalizing on watching it in any way. I feel like every month or so, a woman goes viral for this exact thing. Stop being mad at the women your boyfriend lusts after. Be mad at him. Be mad at him. In a way, you're softcore. In a way, I'm objectively not. And I get comments like that from stupid-ass men all the time. You have to understand there are intentions behind every behavior. My incentive on this app is not to capitalize off of being sexually appealing or conventionally attractive, and 80% of my audience are women, and I'm not catering to that demographic in a way that I consider to be lustful either. I literally post political fucking think pieces, and sometimes I show off my outfits. Softcore, they're talking about corn. They're saying I make softcore corn. Literally, even if I post a video of me in a crop top or a tank top or whatever, that's not inherently softcore corn. I wear the same things on here that I wear outside. You're arguing with nobody, but I am, though. You can see the people right here. It's not hard to read. Something is not softcore because you're attracted to it, or because you find it to be appealing. That's not a good argument. Making political posts is worse than making softcore. You just gave an opinion in my comment section. My videos are opinions. What's the fucking difference? Is it only ridiculous if it's like something you don't agree with? You can't say a woman is thirst trapping or looking for male validation, looking for male approval, looking to capitalize off of you, XYZ, just because you are attracted to it. When I post in the outfits that I do, it's because I find them to be aesthetically pleasing. I think that they're pretty. I think that they look nice. I think other women will think that they look nice. I think it's something that women can bond over. Something that is aesthetically pleasing. I don't think it's sexually pleasing. I'm not posting to cater to the male eye or the male gaze. I literally dress in ways that I like. And if something that I like is adjacent to something men like, that does not mean I'm catering to them in any facet. I dress in what makes me feel the most confident. My confidence does not derive from you thinking I'm attractive. It derives from me thinking I am attractive. Sorry if some of those things are similar behaviors to you. Maybe you're attracted to the same things that I like on myself. That's not me catering to you. It's me catering to myself. I dress how I like to dress. I don't assume men are dressing for me. Women don't assume men are dressing for them. Just because you buy the same shirt on Amazon in 8 different colors and wear it literally every day, maybe you have one for every day of the week, one extra when you're feeling frisky on a Wednesday, I don't know. That doesn't mean that I shouldn't get to dress up and feel good about myself just because you don't like to do that. Maybe you don't like clothes, maybe you don't like fashion. There are plenty of dudes that just fucking love fashion. It doesn't mean they're looking for female approval. It's just a terrible take. It's more so the principle that you think everything we do is appealing to you. That's annoying. That you think everything a woman does must be catering to you. And that take is so annoying, and it's rampant in everything that we do. It doesn't make any sense. If I actually cared what you thought, I would dress in accordance of not wanting to be called a slut. If I actually cared what you thought, I would not be a leftist. If I actually cared what you thought, I would not have supported Kamala and endorsed people to vote for her during the election. If I cared what men thought and what men approved of, I would be on here talking like Pearl Davis and Marjorie Taylor Greene and advocating against abortion. But I don't. So I care about how you think I look, but not the opinions. No, I wouldn't get piercings, I wouldn't plan tattoos, I wouldn't dye my hair funky colors. I would not do those things if I cared about what you thought. And it's not a take, it's an objective fact. I don't know what's confusing at all about it. I really don't. If I cared what men thought, I would be a modest conservative woman with lots of internalized misogyny, putting other women down for your validation. I would be shaming other women who are showing skin. I would dress in accordance of not wanting to be called a bop. I would dress in accordance of not wanting to be called for the streets or a 304. But I don't, because I do not care what you think. When I put that shit on, I know you're gonna tell me I look like Skankzilla, and I don't care. That is the point. I do not care. There's, like, different forms of pick-me's. No. A pick-me is a woman who has internalized misogyny and puts other women down to receive male validation. That is it. I think it's misogynistic to assume a woman's general incentive is to always esteem your validation. Why would I only post, like, gender politics-based content uplifting women, often at the expense of men, criticizing men for misogynistic behaviors? Why would I do that just to try to capitalize off the way that I look on this app? My account's not even monetized. It doesn't make any sense. My political videos perform far better than me just showing an outfit. I don't think I've like ever had a video go viral of me literally just sitting there looking good with no caption on the screen. That's not what performs the best on this app. Actually, you guys think that showing skin equals numbers? No, that equals shadow ban. When you show a lot of skin on this app, even if it's just a bathing suit, even if it's like a pretty normal bathing suit, it will get taken down a lot of times, or it won't perform well at all. That is the honest truth. So, no, it's not for clout. No, it's not for XYZ. I dress the same way on here that I would around my family. I know that family members watch my page. I've been having this kind of discussion my whole life. My mom comments on almost every single one of my videos. My dad has seen my page. My aunts, my uncles, my cousins follow me. How do I know this for sure? Because I've seen them see it. We've talked about it. Then again, you don't know me on, I guess, the level that my family does, but my family knows, honestly, at the end of the day, I don't post for sexual gratification because I don't want sexual gratification. My family, you might view me differently because you view me, I mean, you might say that I need to humble myself, but I think that a lot of this comes from if you see a woman that you find to be conventionally attractive, you don't think she can't, like, not be looking for sex or some kind of intimacy or capitalization off of it. You just inherently put them in a box off the basis of that characteristic. My family knows that I'm not a sexual person. They know that. We've had these important discussions with each other, and they know me on a deeper level. I don't need to humble myself. You're a top viewer in my stream talking shit. You've established you didn't like me an hour ago, but you can't look away. That's on you. Like, at the end of the day, that is honestly on you. When I was younger and, like, I still lived with my mom, I never once was told, like, leave the door open. My mom sat close by in case he tried anything, but my mom has known since day one that I'm somewhere on the asexual spectrum and I have no desire to have sex, and it's not something that, I probably watched porn once when I was, like, a preteen because everybody was doing it, and I was like, well, why do people watch this? And I sat there horrified. I was, like, 12, and I was like, I'm never gonna put anything in there, and I'm 20 and still have not. Literally, you can't assume every single person is catering to male sexuality. I'm on the asexual spectrum. I'm not that. It's not something I want to do. It looks painful to me. It looks uncomfortable to me. It, like, literally triggers my OCD. I associate sex with pregnancy and pap smears. I fear sex the same way I fear getting a fucking pap smear when I'm 21. That is honest to God how I feel, and I view it the same way I did when I was a kid. Do you know how annoying it is to not be a sexual person and constantly be told you're dressing for male validation? That doesn't even make any sense! Lying for no reason? I don't know how you're gonna tell me, and it's so annoying. It could be because I'm autistic. I don't know. It's just not something I've ever wanted to do. You feel sorry for me? Not really, because the relationships I end up in, they aren't based around sex. They aren't based around physical intimacy, like, on a sexual level. I'm able to have romantic conversations and know people beyond a physical body. What? That's sad to you? I'm sorry that all you know about your girl is the color of it. I'm really sorry. That doesn't sound fun. Did a doctor diagnose the autism herself? I wouldn't say it if it was a self-diagnosis. If I thought I had something but I wasn't sure, I'd either not say it at all or be transparent that I'm not sure. Like, I think I have endometriosis, but I wasn't diagnosed. Yes, I'm diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, and I was by a professional, like, 2 years ago. It also runs in my family. You never not let the... But, okay, who says I'm riled up? I'm literally just passionate about the things that I talk about. This is the same. Damn! That scares the shit out of me every time! Thank you for the gift. That actually scares the shit out of me every time. Y'all are fucked for that. Y'all are so fucked for that. I have heart palpitations right now. No. The way that I conduct myself on a live, these are the same way I carry conversations in real life, and it doesn't mean that I'm offended. It doesn't mean that I'm offended. It doesn't mean that I'm miserable. It doesn't mean that I'm triggered. It means that I'm passionate about what I'm talking about. What's the overall point of the live? Well, we're talking about politics and social issues. We're talking about gender politics and women's issues. I think it's important to be able to have discussions like that. Maybe to change a couple narratives, give somebody a more nuanced perspective on it from a woman. Maybe allow somebody to even temporarily see both sides of the aisle, to give a safe space to women who feel like they would like to hear some of these things publicly articulated more, things that they can personally relate to. It's literally just a conversation that I think is important. I mean, I could sit up on here, I could just post gameplay content and, like, play Minecraft all day, and that sounds pretty fucking fun too. But, like, what's the point of anything? Like, honestly, what is the point of anything? What's the point of making any kind of content? My eyebrow piercing did not hurt. How are your cheekbones cheekboning? Literally just... I was just bored like that. I don't have anything else. Ryan said she lies. Let me see that. Let me... Oh, shit! Thank you so much for the gift. I really appreciate that. Here to stay. W's in chat for here to stay. That was pretty fucking cool. Ryan said she lies. I highly doubt you've talked to the man, because even now he's very much admitted he was wrong in what he was doing. He said I was a liar, but he's wishing me a Merry Christmas in my DMs. Like, can we be serious? I'll tell you what, the people I've went separate ways from, the people I've broken up with, they don't really have bad things to say about me, generally speaking. They don't. And you were here, actually, when I talked about the essay, so why you would say that is crazy. You have these, like, weird parasocial relationships with people. You just assume shit, and it's weird. Nobody's talking mean, you're just sensitive. Are you single now? I am. My mom. Do you think you should always believe women? That's very vague. Like sexual assault victims in general? What do you mean? I think a big problem comes from men trying to, like, play judge or play jury. You know? I'm literally asking a question. I think that the main problem was whenever a woman says something, you're ready to, like, dissect it. Or men are, at large. And you're like, oh, well, you know, innocent until proven guilty. Why can't you have that internal dialogue and move on? Why do you need to publicly dissect that to the woman's face? Why can't you have your own inner monologue and move on? Really don't care. You should care. Why? Do you not know what we're talking about? Did you just get here? Or what? Pre-recorded. Okay. Whatever you want to call it, girl. I'm literally actively interacting with people, but... I feel like one of the main stereotypes that are made about women are that women are liars, or that we over-dramatize things. So I do think it's important to uplift the voices of women. I don't think you should ever 100% believe anybody. Like, people that you don't know on social media, people that you don't know of very well, even maybe your own friends or people in your life. If there are definitely, like, holes in a story, it's okay to, like, think about it. I think a big problem is even when men are convicted of such things, even when men are held, like, civilly liable, criminally liable, there are groups of people, men, ready to be like, no, he didn't. Or when Conor McGregor, the woman he assaulted had to have a tampon surgically removed from her but she planned it and she consented to it. Right. The fucking MMA wrestler, I don't give a fuck what he is. I said he was a boxer and dudes were mad about it. I don't care what sport he fucking plays. I really don't. He R-worded somebody. And the video did numbers, and all the comments, I literally said, I don't understand how you're confused about what happened. A tampon was surgically removed from the woman. And all the comments were the double champ does what the fuck he wants. Even when they are held civilly liable, as a society, men don't care. Even when you're held criminally liable, when you're convicted and found guilty, at large, men don't care. That's a big issue. He won that match. He raped a woman. She had to have a tampon forcibly removed from her with fucking triceps. Do we think that's funny? Men care, you don't, and I know you don't. So, like, what? Not true? It is objectively true. It is objectively true. Just because you care doesn't mean most men do. I, as a woman who have come forward about being sexually violated, I, as a woman who have had to have these discussions, I can tell you right now what 9 out of 10 times the response is. What were you wearing? Did you accept money or gifts from him? Did you lead him on? Where were you? Were you intoxicated? Well, why did he think it was okay? Did you just regret it the next day? Well, maybe you're lying. I don't think he would do that. I'm telling you right now, the majority of the responses I've recorded that I can remember, and you're telling me, no, most men care? Clearly not, because I'm comfortable talking about this topic, whether it be vulnerable or not. I'm comfortable having these discussions, okay? You can say it's heavy. It's important to have these discussions, and I bring it up, and they immediately try to blame me for it. You should have fought him harder. This is why you should carry a gun, but you liberals are too pussy, da-da-da. I was 5 years old. How about we talk about that? What then? Huh? I wasn't dressing myself. What then? Oh, well, maybe you're just lying about it then. Oh, okay. So first it's something I must have done, and then I give you a detail you don't like, and now I'm lying about it. Oh, skill issue. Oh, who asked? Oh, who cares? Oh, still hit though. What are you talking about? Are we, oh, who cares? Who cares about a 5-year-old being molested? Hopefully you. Why wouldn't you care? What? You don't have to know somebody on a deeper level to practice cognitive empathy. I think get over yourself. You literally just said men at large do care. You're lying. And then you say get over yourself. You just proved my entire point. You literally just bar for bar proved my entire point. It's Christmas, bro? Okay, Steve. So go celebrate Christmas. I'm on TikTok live and you're in my TikTok comments. There's not a big difference. Like, I mean, the only distinction is that I make a little bit of money from the gifts people send. Like, you're on the same app with me in real time. In live time, you are right here on your phone when you could be with your family too. So I don't know what the argument you're making is. Go touch grass, as you say, behind a screen. It's not negative energy to have a more serious conversation. Include your dad in these statistics. I do. Include your mom when you're calling women foids and telling them to get in the kitchen and calling them mid-ran through for the streets bops and 3 out of 10s. And women are only good for one thing and all woman moment coffee emoji. Include women in that. Like, include your mom in that. Include your aunts in that. Include the women you love in that. What kind of fucking argument is that? You think Elliot Rodger included his mom in his misogyny? Duh. For real, bro, it's Christmas. You literally made a joke about me being sexually assaulted, and you have made like 8 accounts to defend the person who abused me. But for real, bro, it's Christmas. But for real, bro, it's Christmas. Are we alright? Are we good in the hood? It's Christmas. Spend time with your family. I feel like you have an excuse every day of the year as to why I shouldn't talk about the things that I do. No, I can't hang out with my family on Christmas. I live 1,300 miles away. I have to fly there, and I'm not doing that on Christmas. I'm doing that tomorrow. Is that okay? Cry about it. Who's crying? Wrap it up. Holy shit. You have been here for a good fucking minute. Like, you are actually... You're not doing all right. You have been saying next topic for 10 minutes. I'm gonna block you for your own mental health. Like, honestly, at that point. Right, not even everybody does celebrate Christmas, depending on, like, religion, where you're from. So it's, like, also, I guess it's a weird assumption. It's not weird to say Merry Christmas at all, but it's definitely weird to be like, oh my god, bro's yapping on Christmas. You don't know where I live? Shit, I could be in a bunker. I could not know what Christmas is. Damn. When are you leaving to celebrate the holidays? Tomorrow morning. Favorite clothing brand? Victoria's Secret, but Juicy Couture is a close second. Yes, I go both ways. What is your accent? I am from New England, Connecticut. Supreme Gentleman. Ugh. I don't know. You guys complain when a woman says that you're too short, but it's like socially acceptable for you to praise men who like go out and open fire in sororities at the expense of women. Like, I'm just saying. It's too much for me to call you short and tell you to take the height pill, but it's not too much for you to praise a literal like murderer. I don't really get it. That's just you having like strange amounts of entitlement, I feel like. Like, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. But the minute a woman claps back in any capacity, it's wrong. He was chill. He killed innocent people. It could have been you. I mean... How long did you get your eyebrow healed? About 3 months. He meant well. No, he didn't. Make all the excuses you want to. You make no sense. We're cooked, buddy. We are talking about Elliot Rodger. Elliot Rodger shot up a sorority and killed innocent people because he is involuntarily celibate. He encouraged plenty of other men to go out and kill innocent people in the name of punishing women for not sleeping with him. And then other men did go out and, like, create very similar attacks. Alec Minassian drove a van into a group of people. Killed, 17, injured 10. Yeah, no. And basically, a lot of men like to praise these men because they're mad that they can't get sex. I don't know, buddy. Your world should not revolve around sex. And if it does, you need to do some very fucking serious reevaluation. I'm sorry, society has taught you that you needed that, but it's not women that's taught you that you needed it to be a man. It's men that taught you that. Maybe you should have some more grievances with them. Maybe go down that pipeline for a second. All these standards that you are taught to live up to were reinforced by men. And when you don't fit them, you are shamed by men for it. Honestly. I think you should be more concerned about your counterparts and not women. Men cause these problems for you and then you fucking blame women for them. It's genuinely ridiculous. I don't understand why you get so much hate. I think it's any woman who talks about these things, honestly. A lot of guys think that this whole incel thing is like niche, and it's a couple basement dwellers who will never move out of their mom's house, and it's just a couple like 14-year-old boys or a couple like old farts who are bitter that they never, got married. That's not the case. There are millions of them. There are huge communities, literally millions strong, and like I don't. Go on the forums, go look at what they're saying about women. They want to legalize rape, they want to legalize pedophilia. The things that they are in favor of are like, I don't believe it. You can look into it. You can see it happening in real time. I think the account I followed most recently is a woman who like dives deeper into the forums, and you can literally see, like, if you are curious and if you want to stop being so bad faith and actually see where somebody's coming from. Let me find her username. I got a following list was in order of who you followed, but... Oh, it is. Yeah, one of the most recent people I followed, Lex, this profile picture. If you are absolutely curious at all as to why I have the perspective on these things and why I think they're so serious, just scroll through that page for a minute. I also recommend Men Who Hate Women by Laura Bates. Or are you too bad faith to look into anything I'm saying? I don't know. You decide. Go through it. Give it a couple seconds. About 10 people spamming. I'm not even clicking her. You're obsessed, that's why. There's so many people